Moshe Rabbeinu turns to the Klal Yisrael and says, Hayom hazeh, today, this day Hashem commanded you to keep the mitzvahs, commandments of the Torah. Rashi is bothered by the fact that it wasn't today that Hashem commanded the Jewish nation to keep the mitzvahs. Moshe Rabbeinu is speaking at the end of 40 years. He's speaking at the tail end of the Midbar, decades after Hashem gave the Torah to the Jewish nation. Why then is he using the expression, today Hashem has commanded you to keep the mitzvahs? And Rashi explains that this is to teach us a concept that every day the Torah should be fresh in your eyes. Every day it should be like it was given today. Therefore Moshe Rabbeinu says, today you were given the mitzvahs. This Rashi is quite difficult to understand because the reality is that it wasn't given today. It would be nice if I could keep that freshness there, if I could keep that vivid image, but the reality is things get stale, things get old. The Torah wasn't given today, it was given 40 years earlier. How could the Torah expect me to view it as if it were given today? And the answer to this question is based on understanding a power that Hashem gave to man, the power of imagination. If you remember as a child reading a book, it might have been a novel about a pirate sailing the seven seas, and you were caught in the image. And when the enemy boarded your ship and you reached for your scabbard, that sensation of energy, that sense of fear was vivid, was real. Your imagination took you to that time, took you to the Pacific Ocean, took you into the world of a pirate, because that is the power of imagination. It can make a moment real, and it can bring you to a different time period, and you'll have physiological responses. Your heart may start racing, you may start crying, because it's very powerful and very real. Many people today are aware of the power of imagination, and they harness it. There's a concept today called using visualizations. Olympic athletes will visualize a perfect performance. Before the diver does his routine, he'll close his eyes and imagine himself perfectly performing that act. Many athletes have reported that it has a very real effect on their performance. Seeing it, visually imagining it, bringing it to their mind's eye in a vivid sense actually causes them to almost live the experience. Once you've lived it, you've done it. And once you've done it once, it's easier to do a second time. I believe that's what Rashi is telling us. Imagination is not just the force that controls us, it's a force that Hashem gave us to use as a tool. There are things that we can imagine, we can envision, and it becomes almost real. What Rashi is saying is that Moshe Rabbeinu turned to the Jewish people and said, imagine that it's fresh. Keep that vivid image in your eye. Feel like it's today. And that visualization can be used as a tool, and you could actually experience it and feel that freshness today. This Rashi is a fundamental yesod for success in life. Many, many times we're aware of punishments, we're aware of rich rewards waiting for us. We read, Chazal tell us that one whiff of Olam Haba, one whiff of the world to come, is more pleasurable than all of this world. We read many, many psukim describing the value of a word of Torah. David Melch describes that all gold and silver doesn't equate to the value of one word of learning Torah. The problem is I don't feel it. What Rashi's teaching us is that I can train myself to feel it. If I can imagine, close my eyes, and imagine I'm in a king's treasure house, and I imagine there's a huge treasure box opened up, and every word of Torah is another gold coin in my personal pocket, every word of Torah is another jewel that's put into my crown. It's not foolish to engage in that activity. It may feel a little bit uncomfortable initially, but once you start doing it, it becomes real, it becomes vivid, and becomes a very powerful tool to use. Visualizations, imagination are tools that Hashem gave us. Rashi's teaching us that we're obligated by the Torah to use it, to always feel that the Torah is given to us fresh, and it's a powerful tool that we could use to better serve our Creator.